Na 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 na. Here comes the hot step up murderer. I'm the lyrical gangster murderer. Pick up the crew in the area murderer. Still love you like that. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your Caucasian creator here, Star Wars Story. Happy Saturday, folks. I always do a little song to begin the live stream because I want to test out the microphone. But there you go. So yeah, usually I do this on a Friday, but I was out yesterday, so we've kind of done the reversal. We're doing it Saturday night. Although I don't know if this bode's as popular because when we put this to a vote, when I was first planning to do live streams, we put it to a vote. What day would you guys prefer? And most of you voted Friday, including me. I preferred that date, but on the rarest of occasions, we'll have to alternate and swap. Um, Let me see. I'm just gonna put this in the Discord as well. That's my it's my new favorite song at the moment. Oh, it won't let me share it in the Discord. Hang on. Everyone, that should be the thing. Speaking of which, can I access Discord on this computer? No, I don't know. Oh, sod it. But how you guys doing? You guys having a good weekend? You how is your weekend normal or is it Star Wars related? That's the question. A lot of exciting stuff coming out. We've got Andor on the horizon. We've just finished Kenobi, haven't we? Which is easy for us. Like we can talk about it now. It's because it's there's no such thing as spoilers regarding that anymore. I've got a bunch of friends online like Movies Remastered, who is he's compiling all of the Kenobi episodes and making them into a movie. I'm like personally, I don't see the need to do it myself because I know that there's going to be a load of different people who beat me to the punch on that one, and I've never really been a fan of doing a fan edit if I'm late to the game. But another thing is I yeah so if everyone's doing it, I don't see the point because what else can I bring? But the other thing is I've got other little small edits that I focused on rather than this one. So yeah, I'm all Kenobi. I don't need to do Kenobi, but I actually look forward to Kenobi. So yeah, movies remastered. He's just one example. He's cutting the film down into a 2 hour slot, and it's Kenobin time. Yeah, Kenobi. No game slots. What? Oh, maybe I didn't save. Oh, okay. There you go. Um, Kenobi is one of the only Star Wars TV shows that feels like a film.
The Empire has discovered Echo Base. We
Hang on.
must hold off their troops for as long as possible and protect the shield generator. Delay them until the evacuation is complete.
I'll skip that movie clip so I don't get flagged by copyright with music and stuff. Um, yeah, no. So when I saw the ending of Kenobi with Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon and stuff, I honestly felt like I was watching Star Wars Episode 3.5, and I just loved every moment of it. And I think the fact that we heard John Williams's score as well, it wasn't just like a cheap uh, TV show alternative. It just really felt like I was watching like a George Lucas or even like a Steven Spielberg movie. Oh god, I'm completely out of the map. So, yeah, I am looking forward to these Kenobi edits. I've already done some edits to Kenobi myself, but not as as a film. Just small tweaks, like for instance the Bacta tank. Oh, I died. The Bacta tank scene. When we first see Vader wake up, I thought it looked really cheap. I thought the brightness of the tank wasn't very. It looked like a student's, like a movie student's fan film. You know, it was just kind of murky water, and it was like dimly lit, and didn't really see any bubbles. I don't know what the hell is going on with Disney's Bacta tank scenes. It's weird. Yeah, they like in the Book of Boba Fett when he's lying in the water. I don't think they used water. You know, with exception to when he gets pulled out the Bacta tank. Um, yeah, when he's lying down, I think he's just lying in a blue, like, uh, I don't know, like a Michael Jackson sort of bathtub, whoever it is. And they just edited bubbles in there. And I feel like it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Kenobi, with except so like I don't know why their Bacta tanks at the moment look quite cheap. I don't mind Obi-Wan's looking cheap when he's healing because he hasn't got like an expensive Imperial one, you know. So I don't mind that they've got some cheap makeshift one in a cave. But Vader's one should have like real fluorescent lighting and like a shitload of bubbles. Kind of like when you're watching, I don't know, Mewtwo in his clone tank or something. If you take my meaning, but it's oh, I died. Um, yeah, it was so yeah, one edit I did was I just increased the brightness, and I also aligned Vader's eyes with Kenobi's even more so that it's a much cleaner transition. Oh, and for good measure, I also pinched a scene from Rogue One when the tank begins to expel its water, and I'm surprised Disney didn't do that. It just kind of looks like you've upped the budget then. Get off my turret. Um, who's winning? They're winning. This is, you know what? Last time I played this, I was losing then as well. Look at that, does nothing. But yeah, I look forward to the Kenobi edits, including especially movies remastered because he's done some amazing stuff with the sequel trilogy. I got ah. I tried to hit him then, but instead I zoomed in. This is what happens when you play too much COD. Oh, oh, sugar! Didn't even realize I'd. There you go. Oh, cool. Please hit blows up. This would be so cool. Come on, come on, come on. Really? All that bravado and just nothing. I understand the AT-AT still surviving, but oh man, there's got to be a run bet. How am I losing like so drastically? That's... Oh, sod it. Don't crush me. Nope. Brilliant. Ugh. But I hope you're all having a there you go. That's Wookiee racism at its finest. I hope you're having a splendid Saturday, though. I went out to a gig last night. I went to see the Lightning Seeds, which is... I'm not really a music fan, so I'd be lying if I said I'm not even really a fan. But my friend had tickets, and well, actually, no, I say he had tickets. He's their tour manager, so I got to see them. They're the ones they're the ones that sing. You know, especially if you come from America, you might know this. And I believe they're the ones that sing the football chant. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. And I think they had some songs from in Austin Powers as well. I don't know. I'm really not selling it well. But no, it's good. We met the band and stuff. They were really friendly. I took my mother, which makes me sound like I live in her basement. Joke's on you. She doesn't have a basement. But no, it was a good time. And then I went out with my friend, the one who got me the tickets, and a nymphomaniac who, to be honest, I just don't want to talk about it. I just do not want to talk about it. But yeah, no, I did not get to do this live stream that we usually do. And you know what? It's a tragedy, but no, well, we're here now. We're here now, and there's F all people here. It's so quiet. But again, this is what happens when you change the date. Usually it's usually crazy on a Friday, but I feel like the main character from Split. What's he called? The one who has like multiple personalities. You know, so you know he only he only keeps his own company. Right. Oh, look at right. I can give directions, can't I? Yeah. Move out. Good. Good. Move out. We need to fight. Ah. Nice. Okay. Honestly, I just cannot wait to complete this so I can play Battlefront 2, a more entertaining game. Look at that. We've still got at least 100 players left. At least in Battlefront 2, you can get like bonus garrisons. You can get like whatchamacallit, you can get like additional reinforcements. Oh, hello. You can get who knows? You could get yeah, you can get Actually, no, you can get Jedi on this one. Ah! We had the same idea. Try to crouch. Yeah, take that. Oh, he's close. Nice. Right. I need to desperately take these 2 command posts now, because this is the only way I'm going to tip the tide of this war. Now, I don't know if this is still the case, but when you play the female... I mean, I only played the PlayStation versions of this, but when you play this female character, she doesn't make a sound, or she never used to on the PlayStation. She's always, like, mute, even when she died. Well, maybe not when she died, but like when she... All the other characters have grunts and growls and... Right, please say this gets them. Ooh, why am I lying down? See, again, I'm thinking of Call of Duty. I tried to do a roll, you see, but it doesn't quite work. Unless... Ah, that's how you do it. Oh, this is how I'm going to run quickly, because I don't think you can run on this game, can you? I do it new. Here we go. Ah. Nice. Oh, sugar. Yes. Nicht. Right. Ah. Poodoo. Oh, wow. Now, this is, this... No, I shouldn't. Nah, this actually, no. I was going to say something, but it's probably not going to happen. There's a very slim chance. Let's put it this way, yep. So, there's a very slim chance. Oh. Did I just kill my own? Oh, I did. Brilliant. Brilliant. I am a traitor. Traitor! There's a slim chance I'm going to get a acting job providing narration to actually to a children's book. And if so, who knows where that could lead. Hopefully I could stop, because I've always wanted to read stories. I love stories, and I'd love hell, my channel's Star Wars story. I love the stories of things, and I really, imagine if I got to narrate or read a Star Wars book. That would be a dream come true. So, all needs a break. All needs a small, slim chance. So, let's see where this goes. Right, are people still following me? No, they're not. I gave one order, which was follow me, and they did not. But there we are. Chat's dead tonight. What's going on, guys? You know what? The fact that people are not responding, you know what it tells me? It tells me that they're busy. It tells me that they're living their lives, and this is the way to go, guys. Good. I'm glad no one's here. Just me. But I've done all my partying all in one night. I've overblown my gasket. I'm gonna spend the rest of the weekend just tired and grouchy. When that, I should be out. I don't know. I've always been a bit introverted though. I'm like Bilbo Baggins that way. I just I prefer to stay in. Truth be told, I was just on the phone to my friend actually, and he it's not like Michael Jackson. Basically it's my 30th birthday in October, and I don't really want to do anything for it because I don't like drinking or anything. But he said tough. They've already booked it off, so there you go. Oh, bugger. I might just delete this live stream and do it again. Oh no, here we go. We have a witness. I can't delete the live stream now because Oscar's here. Oscar says life just feels so much more dangerous with each piece of news. Oscar, my friend, do you want to elaborate? What news is that, buddy? Is everything all right at home? What's going on? What's the story? Talk to me. Oh yeah. Right. Excuse me 1 second.
Your primary target will be the power generators.
Can somebody share the
Echo Station 3TA.
the whatchamacallit, the Discord in this chat? Nope. Right, let's do it. Oh good, we got Skywalker with us. That might shift the tides of the war. Hang on. Okay. Right, come on. Ah. Dun dun ha 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 ha. Shun dun han dun han dun shun dun dun. Shun dun han dun han shun dun dun han. Han dun shun dun shun dun han dun han. Right, I don't know, I'm not even going anywhere. Oscar, what's up? What is going on, my friend, that's not good? You said when life gives you news, it's life gets more dangerous with each piece of news. Can you elaborate? I want to know what's going on, Bed. Is everything okay? I know some people have had some very bad news this week. In fact, 2 people have given me terrible news. That doesn't necessarily affect me, but it's sad that it affects them. Right. Bugger. Our reinforcements have been cut off. It's just so much travel. So much travel. If I could run faster, I could take command post, but instead it takes me half an hour just to get across the map like these guys do. I'll tell you what's the most depressing thing is the cancelled Battlefront 3 game that was in in the style of these games. That looked amazing. Like the fact that you could, wow, the fact that you could have planetary battles that then you can go off into space from the planet to space without all part of the same level. It was just incredible. And then it got cancelled. I don't know if that was because of the Disney merger. Disney um, absorbing Lucasfilm. I don't know why, but yeah, it didn't happen. And it was, that is just, I want that to be finished. Even if it was like the same graphics as Battlefront 1 here. People would love it. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised though if a fan just created that. I as a kid loved Spyro the Dragon. It was my favorite PlayStation game. And then somebody, I forget his name, but somebody it started making a custom Spyro the Dragon 4 game because after Spyro 3 it swapped consoles. It swapped media. It went from PlayStation 1 to a really cheap, a rushed, cheap Spyro game called Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. And I remember even as a kid, I was just monumentally disappointed. It was cheap. It was rushed. There were barely any levels in it. It didn't have the same magic as the original Spyro trilogy. And and if you wanted to, you could actually like using a glitch, you could actually get to the final boss instantly as soon as you start the game, which you know what I mean. But and there's this I forget her name, but there's this there's a woman on the internet who did a whole comprehensive video on the history of Spyro the Dragon, like what happened when the games changed hands, how it got developed. Spyro's original name was Pyro the Dragon, which makes sense because Pyromaniac. Spyro was meant to be green, but then he was blending into the grass, so he was purple. It was really, really fascinating stuff. So, so a fan created a custom PlayStation 1 styled game called Spyro Myths Awaken, and it was meant to be the unofficial Spyro 4, and it looked amazing. It was just so cool. But they actually got a cease and desist letter from Activision. Is it Activision or whoever runs Spyro? Is it Niantic? Nintic? I don't even know who it is, but it's and the game basically, the creator had the choice: either just scrap the game entirely or turn it into something else. So they basically created a brand new character and repurposed the levels, and now the game's become something else. It's called, like, I forget what the creature's called. It's like an alienish kind of creature called, like, Zephyra Myths Awaken, and it's just amazing though. It's such a great fan edit game, and the point I'm trying to make here is that the fan base is like the fan base is so like creative and full of like technological geniuses. We've got fan edits and we've got fan game makers. Somebody somewhere can make a Battlefront 3. And I'm not talking about the EA Battlefront. I'm talking like this game. So whoever's out there, make Battlefront 3. I'm going to read these comments. Hang on. Can't multitask. Cannot multitask. I I'm currently wandering around with a case of beer looking for where I parked. Uh, yeah, you'll probably find it harder to park if you're watching this stream as well. But don't drink and drive. Do not drink and drive, my friend, because you are. I mean, apart from the fact that your life has value and drinking and driving poses other people in danger and you'll get arrested and all that. Another reason not to drink and drive, my friend, is because you are now working on the Clone Wars micro series Canon Edit. Yes, JX Editor is part of the Canon Edit team now. We're lucky to have him on board. He is, in a sense, he's Anakin's. He's in charge of Anakin's wardrobe. That's what we'll call him as. He's making some color changes to Anakin's clothes, just so it's more in keeping with the movies. But speaking of which, JX Editor, if you're still watching, did you get my message about a potential payment for you? Because even though you decided to do this project for free, um, I the what you call it, one of our very generous donators, our patrons to the Canon edition, they have basically donated a large lump sum, and I would be happy to pay that lump sum in its entirety for that for for that for basically for you to color correct Anakin to not only changing his leather clothes to black, but also his brown his light brown robes darker. Because here's the thing, we had this big debate in the Discord server, in the private one, of I've changed Anakin's dark brown leather clothes to black because they do appear black in the films, but this a fan, one of my Discord patrons recommended I also darken his brown robes to because I don't know, it looks better with the black leather, and also it was actually a closer match to his live action appearance. But I was very hesitant about it because the thing about it being a cartoon is that sometimes you've got to give some leeway. And yes, he doesn't have light brown clothes in the cartoon, but in live action. But that's the thing about a cartoon. It has leeway. You need to have more vibrancy. It needs to be easy on the eyes, and I even though he offered to pay a lot of money because he was like he really wanted it to, he thought it would look better a certain way, but I didn't say yes straight away because I wasn't as much as I'd love to take donations. I had to make sure that it aligned with my creative choice, and if I wasn't 100% behind the idea, I wasn't going to go for it. So I told him that I was very generous of him, but I had to really think about it, and I had to weigh up the pros and cons. And I nearly didn't go for it because as much as the dark robes matches live action, I'd think for a cartoon you want it to be a nicer, vibrant color. But then he made a very valid observation that the fact that we've darkened his leather clothes um, actually impacts his non-altered clothes. So, for instance, his light brown clothes actually look lighter now that I've darkened portions of him, and that's such a valid point. I never actually thought about the impact of the color scheme by just changing one element. So, I thought he was right. I thought having darker clothes do compensate his leather vest. I know, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I apologize, but basically, if you've been in the Discord server, you know that what's been going on. So yeah, I took his money. Then I said, great, I'll take this thing, and I'm gonna pay if he accepts. I'll pay JX for this, and let's darken Anakin's attire. Um, let's see. JX says, I'm currently wandering around with a case of beer looking for where I parked. The drinking and driving community is really dying. Ah, love it. Okay, Discord, yep. You read, yeah, you read, go on Discord, have a look, my friend, we'll talk business and we'll have a Discord talk. Handsome Jack says, God, I hated this part of the story. What story was that, Handsome Jack? And Handsome Jack, are you the same, are you the same Jack who shared a pizza with me today? Like, are you my friend Jack, or is it just a coincidence? Because my friend Jack does watch my streams sometimes, so I don't know if you are the one, if you're one of the same. Um, but yeah, what part of the story, Handsome Jack? Because don't forget, guys. Sometimes when you join the stream, there's a bit of a delay. So when you leave a comment, you might be, I may have stopped speaking about whatever you're just witnessing, and now I don't have an idea. Ah, no, how to reload them? Yes. Oh, this is it, guys. I'm gonna win. You know why? It's because this game we happen to have Luke Skywalker on our sides. Ah, there we go. 3 left. I can do this. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Handsome Jack. You're talking about Handsome Jack. When you say story, you're talking about the level I'm playing, the game. You're talking about the Emperor's nice. You're talking about the Emperor's attack on Hoth. Is that what you're talking about? So are you saying you hate the level, or you hate this part of Empire Strikes Back? And you're not my Jack. Okay, that's fine. The reason I ask is, and yes, JX Editor, my friend Jack is very handsome. He's got like, I'm a heterosexual person, but he's got cheekbones to die for, and he has naturally olive skin. He's just, yeah.
The Empire has left behind
Oh yeah,
many
Pestin.
people still
You can't get
guarding
this
the
on
city.
Battlefront 2.
We must enter the city and remove the Imperial presence.
Can anyone tell me Can anyone tell me what pop quiz? Who is the YouTuber that that uses the original Battlefront 1 loading screen as their intro? Nice. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna restart this level because I have an idea. Yeah, who's the YouTuber that has this intro? Because he has this intro, which is cool, and then he goes, "Attention, Sergeant on deck." I forget his name. Did that even work? Nice. Haha, right. I thought you could throw mine. Again, I'm thinking of Call of Duty. I always my weapon of trade in Call of Duty is prox mines. Um, I always use them, and you know what? The most kills I've ever got on Call of Duty are through prox mines, because I just always put them in really good places, and sometimes I I just I don't know. I hide them in like such amazing places, like you can't even see them if you're looking at them. Oh, Geetleys, that's right, JX Editor. Um, Literally why you subscribed. Yeah, he's cool. He's I don't see too. I don't know if he. I don't know why, and maybe it's me, but does he not upload often? Because he's not what he doesn't flood my YouTube with Star Wars content. You know, like That's probably why I can't remember his name, because like I don't see too much of his stuff, even though I've never had I've never had a problem with him. Now I'll tell you who's gone quiet, and I hope everything's okay. Is Hello Greedo, and that really surprises me because Kenobi's been coming out, and Hello Greedo likes to do reviews and stuff, you know, like thoughts, this, that, and the other. So I hope he's okay. I doubt, he's never going to see this video. He doesn't subscribe to me. But hello, Greedo. On the off chance you somehow miraculously see this, I hope you're okay. Please check in with us soon. What the hell is everyone doing? Is this a glitch?
Spread out. Go. Move. Spread out.
What is going on? They just stood there.
Spread. Go.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Follow me. I hear something. Back me up. Yes, sir. Right away. Follow me. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Follow me.
I thought the Clone Wars had finished, and yet here I am with my own legion of clones. What's his Twitter activity like, Oscar? What does he do? I don't really go on Twitter that much, but the funny thing is, I have two Twitter accounts. I have one called Sith Space Station, because I was going to have my secondary channel before it became Grand Moff Talking. I was going to call it Sith Station, because I thought that was a slick name, and I had an idea of how I wanted to do it. Because I want to have a second channel where I just talk like I am now. And I was going to have, like, a red Sith alien sat on a comfy armchair. Going like, hey guys, how's it going? You know, and it'd be a Sith in a space station. But, no, I don't know why I changed my mind, but I did. Yeah, so I've got that Twitter account. I never go on it. And then
Let's go.
I've got another one, which I won't tell you. It's my real name, my full name. And what's interesting is I somehow managed to, because I've got like, I wouldn't say an unusual name, but I mean, it's not an amazing last name, but it's like, I wouldn't say it's common. There's plenty of people with my surname, but it's not like my last name's Jones or Johnson or you know, Williams or something. So I luckily got my first and last name without any numbers or anything following on Twitter. My friend said, don't get rid of that username because it's yours and it's really, you know, you're really lucky to have it. So I just keep it. But there we go. What is going on? Oh, gonna read these comments. He seems. Let's see. Gotta love the AI for Battlefront 1. A few memes here and there, and he's replaying Jedi Fallen Order on Xbox. Also, his career as a fireman. He's a fireman. That's cool. I know that Hello Greedo was in the Navy, so that makes sense. He's probably quite well built. Hello Greedo is a person whose name I never want to find out, and I don't want to know what he looks like. So it's yeah, I prefer, so with certain people like Hello Greedo and that, how that I survived that, I don't know. I like the mystery. I prefer the alias than the person, which is why I also don't like showing off who I am too much. I have shown my face before, like at the Star Wars celebration, and I will do next year. Actually, I'm going to be going to the other celebration. But will I die if I jump off here? I can't, can I? Yeah, anyway, let's not get bogged down and sidetracked. Yeah, so JX Editor knows my name. That's the thing, because whenever I need to email someone a business inquiry, I just use the email that I'm definitely going to read, which has my full name as the email. Yeah, so JX Editor, it's the shorter version of my first name, you know, without the U and the A in it, and then my last name, just those two, and I might. I think the clones. No, I think the stormtroopers use clone voices, don't they? I'm not really listening to this game. I need to check, but I think the stormtroopers have clone voices. You know what's funny? I feel like I'm glad to know that one good thing Disney is doing for general fans now who don't really know Star Wars too much. Like, you know, for the people who only see it in the cinema and don't pay attention to the comics or the books or the spin-off TV shows. I'm glad Disney is making it easier for casual fans to know the difference between a clone trooper and a stormtrooper. Like, there are some people pissed off that John Boyega was cast as Finn the Stormtrooper because they were like, wait, but isn't Jango Fett isn't black? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they were perplexed. So I'm glad they're learning that stormtroopers aren't clone troopers. There's a YouTuber I like called there's a YouTuber called Vito, who I find really funny. He's a guy who just speaks his mind, which, you know, basically a lot of people have tried to cancel him a load of times because his humor is so like blunt and crass, but it's, you know, it comes from a good place, and you know, he doesn't have hatred in his heart, but he doesn't. But at the same time, let's not pretend he's not controversial. I mean, his name is, you know, his channel's Vito, which means every time he does a movie review, it's usually about how he, you know, basically he says, like, every film he sees, he always says it sucks. But it's fine. I find it funny, you know. It's not like, I mean, it is negative and depressing sometimes, but it's like, I think that's his shtick, right? That's the whole point of the channel. He vetoes things. But he did a really good video essay, which I had the chance to edit, actually. He was looking for people to edit his Star Wars content, and I did begin editing it, but I couldn't get around to finishing it, and I didn't want to waste his time because I was a big fan of his. And also, I'd like to do a live stream with him sometime. So I took myself out the running. But he did a video called well, I can't remember what it's called, but it's about how Disney are seeming to misunderstand what stormtroopers are, because everyone these days think of stormtroopers as like incompetent buffoons that always miss, never kill anybody, are laughable, they're not dangerous, and what he, you know, what he does, and he thinks this is wrong, but, you know, he has evidence to back it up. Basically, at the start of A New Hope, you see stormtroopers killing all these rebels, and the only people they don't kill are the ones that are protected by plot armor, like Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, R2, 3PO.
An Imperial garrison has
Hang on.
been left behind to monitor Cloud City's mining operations. The planet's mining operation is essential to our cause. We must take back those facilities.
That's a really bad Admiral Akbar impression. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting the cut scenes because I would get flagged for copyright. Yeah, so stormtroopers are actually meant to be intimidating and threatening, like they are in A New Hope, because they're the same people that killed countless rebels. They're the same people that killed rebel pilots. They're the same people that killed Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. But because the main cast don't die, people, and because of the internet and all the memes, they've become a joke. Like in the Book of Boba Fett or in the Mandalorian, or well, maybe not the Book of Boba Fett, but definitely the Mandalorian. Yeah, like those two guys who were like missing that target that was dead close. The stormtroopers are usually laughed at for their poor aims, and what Vito would like, and I have to agree with him, is for stormtroopers to get some kills, get some damage, and a good place to start could have been Mandalorian, because in season 2 there's like isn't there like a ragtag team of Mandalorians that I can't even remember what the mission is, but they all have to team up, including Boba Fett, I believe. I could be wrong, I can't remember, I need to rewatch it, but there's like 3 other Mandalorians that choose to not wear their masks, and this is like so shocking to Din Djarin. So the stormtroopers had an opportunity then to kill one of the Mandalorians to show that they mean business, because now they're not really threatening. You see stormtroopers in like Rebels or the Bad Batch, and for the most part they're pretty lame. What would be, and in a weird way, like, look, there are pros and cons to the stormtroopers being lame. Like, for instance, I think one of the things about a stormtrooper being lame is the fact that it just shows how more efficient clones were. You know, like they were born and bred to fight, where stormtroopers are these, like, sometimes they're just lazy space hicks who just join the Empire, and they're just like talentless bullies. But yeah, but so there's that angle. That could be why they're lesser. But it would be good. It would be nice to see some stormtroopers do some damage. And then the other thing is, with the sequel trilogy, stormtroopers have become humanized, like with Finn and the other person who, it turns out she's Lando's daughter, which they never revealed in the film. So is there any point of that even being, part of the lore? But I can't fly a ship. I can't do it.
We've lost the command post.
Where is he? Where is he? I don't know where he is.
We've lost the command post. Enemy forces that capture the command post. Enemy forces that capture the command
Yeah,
post.
yeah, so I want to see some stormtroopers do some damage, man. Definitely. Oh, yeah, like on me right now. I think, yeah, Oscar thinks that Disney and Lucasfilm allow a meme culture to have some influence over certain creative choices is a mistake, such as stormtroopers missing targets. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, absolutely. I think, whoa, bloody hell. I think having some stormtroopers get some kills would be awesome. And I don't just mean killing miscellaneous secondary characters. I'm talking about a main character, death by stormtrooper. Why not? You know, Gregor from Clone Wars, he dies in Rebels to a stormtrooper, or I think, or an Imperial officer or something, which is fine. But he's one. You know what I mean? Like that death is so forgettable. Whereas, well, mind you, we did. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say we did get that woman's death in Kenobi in the hallway, but that's equally a sacrifice, and that's also like the Grand Inquisitors involved. But yeah, stormtroopers, man. I want to see them. I want to see them. I want to see them really tough, like a cool segment of them. I don't know, but we'll see. I wonder what other memes. You know what's really funny? When Star Wars actors are aware of the memes. Like, I just saw recently a clip of Ewan McGregor talking about how everyone always goes up to him saying, I have the high ground. It's really funny. Because, yeah. Who would have thought... What I find funny is when actors are in movies, you like I'm sure they don't know a certain line of dialogue is going to be a meme. The internet is such a funny thing. Like that line, it's over, I have the high ground. That is a point of declaration that I've won this battle, you know? So the fact that that has become really funny in the fan base's eyes is just so perplexing. Because it's not even that funny, but it's been made funny, if that makes sense. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Ugh, it's been burned by someone. Ah, get that back there. I need that back there. Oh. Oh, man. I'm so hungry. I need to eat. I don't know. I haven't really got any food in. I might. Let's see. What time did I start this? I actually started this live stream quite late. Um, what time? Yeah, I've been on less than an hour, which is far less. I usually do 2 hours, but I don't know. I might have to call this one early because I'm so hungry. And I should have planned properly. I had a Pizza Hut before as well. It's so nice. I had a margarita pizza with fake chicken. I don't know what they call it, Chick-fil-A or something. I don't know. It's a fake chicken because I'm a vegetarian. But then this is why I'm not a vegan, because I had the goat's cheese on top. Goat cheese and pizza. It's so good. And then I had the jalapeno poppers, pepper poppers, whatever. They're just, you know, that's cheese and jalapeno peppers in a breadcrumb. It was like the most delicious thing ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, and mushrooms on top as well. There you go. Talk about living. Um, but yeah, no, yeah. That's the point, guys. What would you like to see in a? What is one thing you think Star Wars is lacking at the moment that you would love to see in a spin-off show? For me personally, I want to see a show where the main characters are the Sith. Not they're not necessarily the villains of that story. They're not secondary. They're the ones we follow. They're the ones that we want to win. Imagine so like we've got Tales of the Jedi coming out, which is you know, like I think it's 6 animated short episodes of well, Tales of the Jedi. But what we um what we got, yeah, so imagine that, but a Sith one, Tales of the Sith, or something to that effect. That'd be pretty cool. Now I'll tell you what would be interesting, and this has never been confirmed. There's been different versions, I believe, but one thing that's never been confirmed is the prophecy in Star Wars. We know that it comes true, and that Anakin is the chosen one because George Lucas has confirmed this. Although I don't know if Disney's overwrit this with Rey, but yeah, the what the prophecy is in words we've never seen, and now that we have like the most context we've ever had towards what Anakin's been up to, and Obi-Wan and Luke and Rey and all that shit, I would love to see a vague but accurate ancient prophecy that comes true. Something like a person born not of the Force will break his shackles and overthrow his oppressor. But beware, you know, as they will, yeah. And you know, Qui-Gon puts it best. Qui-Gon goes, "I believe you will bring." He goes, "I believe you're the chosen one. You will face your demons and bring balance to the Force." Because that's what he does. Vader faces his demons. Throughout most of his life, Vader can't to me, I mean, I know I'm speaking in absolutes, but from my perspective, I don't think Vader can, for a moment, for an instant, admit to himself that he was wrong for what he did. I think the moment he does that, he would cease to be Vader, because you know that's truly letting go of anger, and and stuff like that, and it's all about persuading himself that what he's doing is justified even if it's monstrous. So yeah, I think facing his demons is could be part of the prophecy, and that's what Vader does. He finally, when Luke's dying, realizes he can't let his son die. Why can't I let my son die? Because it's wrong. So yep, what I've been trying to suppress for like 20 years, that this is wrong. Oh my god, it is wrong. Why is this wrong? Why do I find this wrong? Because I'm not Vader. I'm Anakin. I've always been Anakin. Not you know, not that they're too, like, that's the thing. A lot of people, and myself included, when I was younger, I used to think Vader and Anakin were like two split personalities, sort of like Smeagol and Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Um, but the more I look at it, it's less two personalities, and it's more Anakin and corrupted Anakin. This is going to be a very close game, I must say, because my guys, if my guys die, yeah, I'm screwed. Right, I need to go to that guy. Yep. Oh, how's there 0 left? There was me and another guy. Oscar would like new stories, not married to the Skywalker saga like Mando, Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan. A live-action take on what they're doing with Visions, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that first episode of Star Wars Visions, the black and white Japan Japan anime style one, looked amazing, and I believe they're releasing canon books on that Jedi, because he's easily the most popular character from Star Wars Visions. So yeah, I think, yeah, that's not a bad shout. That would be really cool. I would love to see a Star Wars film or anthology or trilogy where the villain is a droid. I'm not trying to make it too. I don't want it to be like Terminator, but you know, with Skynet and everything. But I just think I'm tired of seeing Sith versus Jedi every time, because it's like, at least with the droid, it's sort of like that's something everyone has in common, because they're just, droids are part of the norm in Star Wars, you know. Like, you don't have to be force sensitive to have a problem with them. I mean, yes, we had the Clone Wars, which involved droids, but I don't know. I just think a droid super villain, and we almost had that with General Grievous, but he's not a droid. He's technically a cyborg. But I had this vision for a Star Wars character, a droid that has been hiding for hundreds of years, with droid disciples who collect knowledge for him from different planets, and they just feed this machine. And then when this droid finally creates himself a body, kind of like Ultron, although you don't want Star Wars to get too RoboCop-ish or Avenger-y or Marvel-y or whatever, but just sort of, yeah, I can imagine a droid would threaten the new Jedi Order, because they're not susceptible really to force. Like, can you imagine a droid that is so like made of Durasteel or Beskar that lightsabers can't kill it. It's not susceptible to mind tricks. Yeah, it would have been cool. It's kind of like Kung Fu Panda 2. In Kung Fu Panda 2, the new enemy, Sheng, I believe he's called, or Shen, which was actually played by Gary Oldman, a fantastic actor. Shen, so basically the first Kung Fu Panda movie has Tai Lung, or Tai Long, he is a kung fu master who turns evil because he's kind of like Vader in a lot of ways. He doesn't get the rank of master or the whatever rank he wants, the rank of Dragon Warrior. He isn't the prophesized chosen one as he thought. So he turns evil and bitter and destructive. So he is like a really difficult enemy for Poe the Panda to defeat because he's facing off against a master who's like unbeatable at martial arts. So when Shen comes out in Kung Fu Panda 2, instead of just making him another villain who is just, like a master, instead of making him like more powerful than Tai Lung, instead what they just did is Shen unveils a cannon, a fight like a cannonball cannon shooter, whatever. And I think this is the first time in that universe that's been created. So there's this thing that shoots metal that they've not seen, and they consider this tool, this item, as a threat to Kung Fu itself. And I thought that's such a cool idea. There's someone on YouTube, I forget his name. He did a prequel rewrite. This is way before the sequels came out. He rewrote the prequels how he imagined it, or he did, and instead of the clone troopers being the Republic Army, the clone troopers were actually the invading force. So somebody just pumped out their own private clone army, and of like green aliens or something, and blasters weren't a thing in his prequel trilogies, and he explains that was going to be his sort of Order 66. That the reason the Jedi died is because blasters were invented, and like the stormtroopers who turn on the Jedi sort of unveil these weapons, and the Jedi are like, what are these? Because obviously the Jedi use swords and things, and then yeah, the blaster comes out and wipes out the Jedi because they're just unprepared. So I thought that's cool. Again, just like something that threatens the Force itself, a new tool, a new weapon, and that's kind of like the first Star Wars, a new weapon, the Death Star. It's unveiled. It threatens the galaxy itself. So yeah, when I do a sequel rewrite video, I think I'd have a droid as a villain. And the technology the droid's made from, the Beskar and the weapons, perhaps it's a weapon that drains life energy, midichlorians, or something. That way it threatens the future of the Jedi or Sith. Although the Sith, I would have preferred the Sith remain dead, because there's literally no point having a prophecy if it gets undone within 30 years. Imagine that. Anakin's prophecy that George Lucas confirmed he fulfilled. Anakin's prophecy will destroy the Sith, bring balance to the Force. And then the balance of Force only lasts for 30 years. What the hell? How is that a prophecy? That's momentary peace. It's bullshit. Let me read these comments. Oscar kind of wants a movie in the vein of Castaway. During Operation Cinder, a rebel and Imperial are marooned on a planet and are forced to rely on each other to survive. That's a great shout. And you know what? There's been a few videos that have already done this. Maybe not as a movie. So yeah, I think that would be a great movie. I think you should. I think, yeah, they should. That's a great idea, Oscar. I'm not sure if this is the right channel, but there's a YouTube channel called Loacher Films, Loacher Films, and they do these great CGI animated shorts like cinematic captures do. And I believe they've done one of a stormtrooper and a rebel stuck somewhere, and they have to sort of keep the peace. But this has also happened within Star Wars, both in Legends and canon. There's a really cool comic book that takes place just after the Battle of Endor, where I think a stormtrooper wakes up. He was knocked out during the final battle, and he's been left behind, but so is a rebel. And they have to sort of not kill each other, and they end up sort of keeping the truce. And one of them gets picked up and the other doesn't, but it's fine, because they're like unspoken friends now. And it happens in Legends as well. You've got Zeb from Star Wars Rebels, the purple Zabrak, I believe. Is it Zeb? And I forget his name, the blonde-haired Imperial officer or general or something who ends up becoming a rebel because he gets marooned on an ice planet with Zeb, and they look after each other, and they have to keep each other warm. And yeah, that's not a bad concept. To see that as a film, that would be great. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't switch allegiances, but they just grow to care for each other. See beyond the rebel imperial label. Yeah, that I believe switching allegiances would be. I believe that'd be too cliche. You know what I mean? And also, though, what I'd like to see, because this has rarely happened, a rebel defecting to the Empire, not the other way around. Because we always see Imperials defect to the Empire. No, sorry. Imperials defect to the Rebel Alliance, or not even the Rebel Alliance, but just they defect because the Empire says one thing, but they do another. It's like that woman in Kenobi. She's Imperial, but once she found out what the Empire were doing, she's trying to get Red out of her ledger, and it's the same in Rebels. Like everyone joins the Imperial Academy, and then they defect, but I would like to see one video where, or one movie where somebody is disgusted at how the rebels do things and joins the Imperials. But I don't think they can do that, because if the rebels do shady shit, then it defeats the point, and then it makes you question their motives in all the other films. I think it could work if like a rebel was with Saw Gerrera, and Saw's tactics are really questionable, and perhaps like there's a mission where Saw takes it too far and kills like rebels and Imperials alike, and that's why some rebels defect, and that's also why the rebels cut tie with Saw, because he's an extremist. So yeah, Saw Gerrera in a movie, we need that, because we only see the end of his life in Rogue One, so that's definitely needed. I want to see shaven head Saw. Also, though, it'd be interesting to see how he gets his how he loses his limbs and gets metallic feet. I believe I read somewhere in an interview that Saw Gerrera his appearance in Rogue One was supposed to it was supposed to echo like a light side Darth Vader, like if Darth Vader was a rebel, and you kind of see that. They both got the breathing apparatus, they both got mechanical legs, they've both got a load of deaths under their belts. Here you go. I think I've completed this campaign. the last guy. He's fighting somebody. You know what the funny thing is? Oh, there you go. We'll watch this movie clip and then, I don't know, maybe I'll download Battlefront 2. How do you like them apples?
This mission is
Oh.
our last hope to take down the Empire. We have to get the shield generator down so the attack on the second Death Star can succeed. Good luck, and may the Force be with you.
I forgot about the Battle of... I forgot about the Battle of Endor. Attention, Sergeant on deck. Oh yeah, no, I know this. I know what this is. I remember when these graphics were just the shit, man. Like everyone, oh yeah, everyone was just like, I was blown away. Oh sugar. I'm going. Oh yeah, so you have to go all the way here. Bloody hell, so many people. Ah, brilliant. I'm starting that again. I'll sod it. No, I am starting it again. Sod that. Because also I want to change my class. I'm just going to start as a rocket launcher guy. I wonder what Nash from Lost Stars did during the sequel trilogy. He did promise revenge when the Empire rises again. Who is Nash, my friend? I don't know what you're referring to. Is that a character? You'll have to remind me who Nash is, buddy. I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Uh-oh, don't die, don't die. Oh. Too many grenades. Too many bloody grenades. Good. Good. Who's Nash? Sounds familiar. Who's Nash? Oh, from Lost Stars. I don't know what that is. Who that is. Is Lost Stars the name of a Rebels episode, or? I don't know who he is, buddy. But yeah, look. Here's the thing with the sequel trilogy. I like. It's weird. I actually like the new Emperor's design, and I'm glad it's not the classic Stormtrooper look, because times have changed. It's been 30 years within Star Wars, so the armor's going to be upgraded, and also it helps you establish the new look. It looks quite, it looks quite modern, but in keeping. I like that. But having said that, I don't like the fact that we've just got a second Empire, because it's just such a rehash. Whereas if it was like an alien invasion, like the Yuzong Vong, or just something different, then it would feel even more different. And who knows, maybe even the New Republic could have that Stormtrooper armor, because the Old Republic had clones, so the New Republic, I don't know. The New Republic troopers aren't going to look like rebels, are they? They're not going to be like a bunch of, a ragtag team scrounge from nowhere. No, they would be organised. They'd have armour plates and stuff like that. Lost Stars is a This World teen romance novel in the Star Wars canon. I think Claudia Gray wrote it. Whoever wrote Bloodlines wrote it. Hey man, have you? JX Editor says, "Hey man, have you watched the edit, The Rise of Skywalker?" No, JX. I'm behind on. I keep telling you, man. I am behind on watching these fan edits, but I am. I've got one more week of work here, then I should be free for the summer to watch these things. And I intend to. I absolutely intend to. And I will watch all these fan edits because I need to review them. I need to review yours. I've already seen yours, JX Editor, but I want to formally review them on Grand Off Talking. I'm so behind. I'm very disorganized. I've got old edits on my laptop I need to complete. But what's good is I can start to like give other people my edits to complete. Not even out of laziness, just because they're just like more qualified. So for instance, you guys saw that Revenge of the Sith Vader neckplate edit. I could never have hoped to have achieved that. Oh, for fuck's sake. But Darth Pork, who is absolutely phenomenal at whatever editing software he used, he's part of my team now, and we're going to do a lot of great stuff together. And I've already hired him for a really, like, probably, arguably, one of the most expensive edits I've ever purchased. Like, I've hired different people to do these things, and the reason why the thing is, I had to make this. I know you guys are thinking, why am I just putting all my money towards, solely just towards the micro series? Well, the thing is though, sometimes my edits are good because they're the first of their kind. This one, I don't think anyone's done or attempted. It's an edit to A New Hope, so I have to be the first to put it out there because I believe it's unique, and I hope to. It's nearly done, but Darth Porg is taking a look at it, and he's going to get back to me with a price. But I am so excited. It's because it's not just like a cool edit. It is complex. It is complex, and I hope that I hope you guys enjoy it. It's cool. Let me see. JX Editor, you think it's the most definitive Rise of Skywalker edit? Is that the one that Movies Remastered was involved with? Is that the one where Rey has a crackled lightsaber? Because if so, I do want to see that. I look forward. Let's see. I like fan edits though. Sometimes people even have fan edits for preservation purposes. Like they decide they're going to show their kids this version or that version. It's weird. If I ever have kids, I would want to show them a version of Star Wars, but I wouldn't want to show them. It's weird. I wouldn't want to show them the theatrical version because I want them to appreciate the story rather than a piece of cinema history. So I'd show them a version of A New Hope, which sort of like it'd be a cross between Project 4K 77s and but also with one or two traits from George Lucas's Blu-ray, like like for instance, some of the lizards in Tatooine, they would be there. Some of the like lightsaber corrections would be there. I'd probably show them a bit of 81's A New Hope mixed with 4K 77s, mixed with the Blu-ray, mixed with this, that, and the other. I would preserve the story. Give them a unique upbringing. And then they can always watch the theatrical release for historic purposes. So yeah, and what order would I show them? I have a very unique order for Star Wars, which I'm going to make a video on. It's called the Sky Guy viewing order, and it's the whole purpose of it is to sort of sell the plot twist in Empire Strikes Back. It's like it's to make that much better. So yeah, I'll have to make a video on that. Oscar Rodriguez says it's about three friends who served the Empire, but they've been fractured by Alderaan's destruction. One boy is staunchly loyal. The other boy defects immediately, and the girl is crossed. It spans from Alderaan's destruction to the Battle of Jakku. Cool. It's yeah. I'm very I know very little about those the Star Wars books. You know, those that first came out with the sequel trilogy. So no, I'll have to read the cliff notes on that. What's funny is though that when those books came out before the sequels were concluded, that's a lot. That's very risky because, like, for instance, Snoke said that he was around. He was around when the Republic fell, which now doesn't make sense. How can he be around if he was growing in a tank during that time? Unless Palpatine was possessing him, which makes sense and could be a and that already is a fan edit. I'm not sure if it's JX Editors or someone's done a fan edit where you hear Snoke talking to Rey, and very subtly you also hear Palpatine's words coming out of Plagueis' mouth, because they say the same things. I think that makes a lot of sense. That Snoke is like Palpatine's rotting vessel. It explains why he's so grotesque and why he's got blue eyes like Palpatine, and why it's only after Luke is dead that Palpatine, and after Snoke's dead, that Palpatine's body's finally back. So I like the idea that Palpatine exists in Snoke as a sort of puppet, and there's even been fan edits. Like there's a channel on YouTube called Fixing Disney Star Wars, and they've done a really cool Snoke edit where I believe it's them who goes because in the original film he goes, "My boy, I made Snoke," but the lines changed to, "I am Snoke. I've been every voice you have ever heard," which I'm two minds about that edit. I like what they're going for. I would have changed it to, "I was Snoke," but I suppose "I am Snoke" equally makes sense because it's still the same being who possessed him alive. Or maybe even get Snoke's voice to say, "I am Snoke." I don't know. "I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head." That's a cool scene. Vader sounds quite young there. Well, not young, but in keeping. It's good. Right. I need to blow up this bloody shield generator. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose this. This is going to be the dark side ending to Return of the Jedi, where the rebels lost. Oh, there you go. Let me read these comments. Nope, no more comments.
Destroy the shield bunker.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a Planet of the Apes styled survive Ewok movie about the stormtroopers versus the Ewoks when they first invaded Endor, the forest moon of Endor. Oh, bloody hell! Death by turret. How humiliating.
Hold your position. Take cover.
Ah, we'll have to see. Oh, I'm gonna pretend that's Chewbacca. I just realised that this game, the Empire has more people, which makes sense in the story, in a storytelling perspective. But still, that's no wonder I'm having a difficult time. But then again, this is medium difficulty, so maybe it's me. But we'll see. Let's see. Right, the shield generator. I have to either capture or destroy this thing. Okay, let's see. What happens if I do this? Ah, so it does destroy. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Right, let's do this. Let's get rid of the bunker. Is it working? That's the question. Is it working? I'm running out of... we're out of rockets, sir. I'm running out of bloody rockets. It's got to be... Ah! Nice. There's got to be a... I need a droid that... Oh, great. Apparently I couldn't cross that that platform. That's so annoying. I need a speeder. I need a speeder. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Well, I suppose I just wait here till a bloody speeder comes out. Yeah. So no, there are some yes, there are some definitive versions, fan edits of Star Wars that are so much better and arguably better that, you know, especially if they don't affect the future of Star Wars storytelling. So for instance, if someone makes a hang on, let me just kill this thing. If somebody makes a fan edit to The Rise of Skywalker and it doesn't change basically the outcome, then good. You could introduce your kids to it and it would be fine, because do you know what I mean? It's just told differently, and that, you know, as long as it doesn't bugger up like future releases. Thank you for releasing me, like the dragon says in Spyro. Speaking of dragon-like creatures, fucking what's the name of that Jedi that died? The one from Clone Wars who helps Ahsoka in the library. I forget his name, but he died in Kenobi, and that is so sad because I liked him. Uh-oh. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oscar says, yeah, as much as I love reading the books, Star Wars fiction doesn't pique my interest all that much either, but I read Lost Stars as a manga webcomic version of Yasuko Komiyama. Cool, man. Cool. Is it like a tribute to it? Is it sort of like a soft reference? Oh, man. Good. You went into my mind. Excellent. I want to destroy the shield bunker, but I can't. Because I keep dying before I get there. How did I... Ah! How did I miss?
Follow me.
I forget it. Mine. Don't die, don't die, don't die. I tell you what, Star Wars references quite a lot. Lord of the Rings, and I think that's mainly Dave Filoni's influence. But yeah, they 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 reference like Isengard in the Clone Wars. Mortis looks like Isengard. You've got Vader's castle, which, don't get me wrong, there was always talks of Vader's castle back when A New Hope was out, but now it just looks like Mordor, you know? Um, there's R2 and C-3PO's riddles in the dark, like Gollum and Bilbo. Um, there's Ahsoka returning, like Gandalf the Grey. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Right. I have to survive. Right, come on. I have to kill this thing. Do my blasters even have the remotest effect? If I can... Oh, cool, it's the full manga retelling of the book. That is cool, I'd love to see that. I'll have to see it. I don't really keep on top of the illustrations or comics or whatever. I do remember there was a Revenge of the Sith comic that I believe came out at the same time as the movie or just before the movie. So much so, it got some things wrong that didn't happen in the film. It sort of told the story different. But what was interesting is the it was more close to the game. Revenge of the Sith game and Revenge of the Sith deleted scenes, that it's like there must have been some other version that it got changed very last minute. I died. Yeah, it's but what was cool is Anakin in the comic, at least. You know, no time for this. Anakin believed that Obi-Wan was having an affair with Padme in the comic because he sort of says when on Mustafar when he's angry at them, he goes, "What have you and she been up to?" And it's like, that's this thing. Where is... I need a speeder. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. So yeah, that's... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so bad at this game. There is a reason. There's a reason I try and get... If I have an idea for a fan edit and it's unique enough that no one's done it, or if it's obvious enough but no one still has done it, it's a race against time. I have to get it done quick. But sometimes if it's, you know, for a unique idea, I can't just get it done quick. It has to look good, otherwise it's like I just blew my shot, you know. Right, everyone's gonna kill me. Right. Nice, 2 in 1. I love it. Ooh. Right, where are you? Yep. So, Story died. Nah, can't be doing with this. Oh, by the way, I recommend... Oscar also says, oh, by the way, I recommend High Season a while ago. Oh, so you recommended High Season a while ago. I found that it's playing for free on Tubi. It has Sebastian Shaw playing an art curator who lives in shadows. He was once a spy in World War II. What is Tubi? Could you... I don't even know what Tubi is, my friend. Could you explain that one to me? Oh my gosh, I'm really losing this game. Yep. Oh wow. Yeah, just me left. Yep. Lost it. I am so bad at this game. I don't know what Tubi is, my friend. I'll tell you what's funny, although no one... You probably wouldn't believe me. I had in my head a fan fiction that played out exactly like Kenobi. I had this vision of... Because when I was a kid, me and my 2 cousins, because we're all of similar ages, we made these home movies of Star Wars, and basically we did the first. Well, not the first. Obviously, loads of people must have done it, but we did our version of Star Wars Episode 7, and it was about us three Jedi, because we played the characters as well and we filmed it. Us we were three Jedi in the New Order, and Palpatine had survived, which is quite ironic because I despise that he's in the sequels. But yeah, Palpatine survived because, and you know that shows how little imagination the sequels had. If they've come to the same conclusions a child has, you know that because we were too lazy to come up with a new villain. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, the point is, me and my two cousins used to make these fan movies. So now, ignoring the fan movie, I always wished if I could be a from 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 our brief stories about three friends or three brothers or three Jedi. Um, I came up with a story which I would have liked to have made happen, but now that we have Kenobi, I doubt it'll ever happen. I had an idea. It's about three younglings who escape Order 66, and one of them's quite nerdy and tech savvy, which I suppose is now what we've got in Bad Batch, with that nerdy clone. You've got one who's the tough one, and you've got one who's the leader. And I was gonna have it that they all experience Order 66 quite differently, and they all become different people because of it. You've got one who wants to leave the Jedi business completely behind and just live in peace and stay away from war, so he just wants a peaceful life. You've got one who wants to sort of fight the Empire, and you've got one who witnessed Anakin killing the youngling. So this is where I believe this will never happen now because of the whole Reaver backstory. But I like the idea that a youngling knows what Anakin did, survives, and he dedicates his life to revenge. And the difference is, though, he doesn't become an Inquisitor, and to get close to Vader that way. What he does, though, is he fakes his own death at the end of season 1, and his two fugitive Jedi brethren like cry and they mourn for him, and he's dead. And then throughout season 2 and 3, they're chased by this like masked bounty hunter, like a new one, and I would have had this bounty hunter voiced when he's wearing the mask. He would have been voiced by Ron Perlman, who voices like Slade and Teen Titans and Hellboy, right? So that would have been cool. And basically, at the very end, either this bounty hunter has got the other two younglings tied up and captive, and he's delivering them to Vader. And then it's revealed that it's the third Jedi brother that like survived and faked his death, or survived an assassination attempt, and he wanted to. It's all a ploy to defeat Vader, which of course he doesn't. But it just shows how toxic revenge is, because he just becomes like this bitter person. And I even imagine that the way he dies isn't even Vader killing him; it's him killing himself, because he just wants to take Vader with him. And when he does not sacrifice, but yeah, when he does try to kill himself, just before he dies, his eyes sort of emit a Sith yellow, so he's like, there's no redeemable thing. But of course, Vader survives. That was my little vision. That's what I wanted as a series about three younglings on the run and who they meet. But yeah, we got Reaver instead, which I don't mind her. I don't mind her arc, but I think it's kind of rushed that in 6 episodes we've got her beginning, middle, and end. You know what I mean? Like, there's less suspense now. Whereas, imagine if we had, imagine if season 1 of Kenobi lasted much longer, and it was only at the end you realise that Reva is just trying to kill Vader, and that's like what will happen in season 2. I don't know. I'm glad Vader was only in 6 episodes though, because like I've said before, to me it feels like a movie. Especially with Qui-Gon at the end with John Williams' score, it just it's good. They should have used Qui-Gon's theme though, I think, because it is the reunion of his character. Kanye Pepper, I love your profile. Kanye says, "What sequel trilogy? I love it." Yeah, exactly. Oscar says, Tubi is a legal streaming site that plays free movies like Sony Crackle. Not sure if it's available in your region, but hopefully it is. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. Free is always good. I'm in the middle of watching Mr. Robot with Sam Raimi, I believe it is. That is a yeah. I watched it on. I started watching it on Prime because it's only got. I thought it only had one season, and I don't mind watching. I only like watching new things when there's very little to catch up on. But then I found out there's 3 seasons. I'm kind of screwed now because I'm already hooked into season 1. Mr. Robot. It's good though. It's about a hacker who also like has trouble socializing. It's like it's a thriller pretty much. And Sam Raimi, of course, was the main villain in no, not Sam Raimi. Sorry, Sam Raimi is the director of Spider-Man. It's someone else. The main villain from what's that? What's the last James Bond film we've just had? Can I drive this in without dying? No, because I just died. Who dares? How dare you? Shit. Yep. Yeah, I deserve that. I forget his name. Stop taking my bloody command post. Wow. I might have died jumping off there because it was quite high, but that explosion might have saved me because I don't know. But anyway, I'll tell you what film I did watch because I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. Sonic 2. And it doesn't matter how old you are, that's just a feel-good movie, that. And it's good. Jim Carrey is the GOAT. And, that, he was funny in that too. He's just this comical thing. But, Sonic 2, feel-good film. I think there's going to be a Sonic 3. Although, I don't think Jim Carrey is going to be in that one, because I think he's retired from acting, which depresses me to no end, because he's he's my hero. But, it's cool. They kind of I don't want to spoil Sonic 2, but basically the character could come back. Let's put it that way. If they've left it very open to interpretation, whether he's available to come back or not. Let's leave it like that. But there's also like a mid-credit teaser. Although there isn't an end-credit teaser, it's not like Marvel. But there was a mid-credit teaser. Sneaky little stormtrooper. Oh, so close to getting that back to. There's a mid-credit teaser where you see like a new character, well, a familiar character unveiled, and everyone was like so excited. I never really played Sonic. It wasn't nothing against it. It's just don't know. It's one of those few games I just never happened to play. I heard that the Halo TV show did awful. I don't even know the Halo storyline anymore. I think I played the first 3, and even then I struggled to follow it. It wasn't really my thing. Now, I'll tell you what I do like. Gears of War. Now, that is... that was when I first got an Xbox, when I swapped to Xbox 360. Gears of War 1. That game was so graphic and gory. I mean, they were like machine guns with chainsaws on the end. It was so sick. But yeah, there's like Gears of War 5's come out, and I don't know what the future of that story is, but it was a simplistic plot. It was kind of like Lord of the Rings meets, machine guns, about some creatures that come from the middle of our Earth. They look like orcs, really, but they use guns, they use weapons, and they just invade the planet's surface. And it's like post-apocalyptic, and it's cool. Had a cool soundtrack as well. In fact, I'll have to use the soundtrack for a Star Wars edit sometime. Well, I'm gonna lose again. There's no way I'm gonna kill 46 people without losing the 6. Nice. Ah. I'm just gonna kill as many stormtroopers. No, am I the last one? No, I'm not. That sucks, man. Yum, 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 yum. How long have I been doing this now? I'll be going soon to bed. Next week, should we watch a Star Wars movie while we talk? Like The Phantom Menace? Get started on The Phantom Menace, watch it, talk. Could all sync it up and watch at the same time. I think I'll leave that as a comment, as a community tab. But yeah, we should watch The Phantom Menace and talk and chill out. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A nice little watch party. There you go. I'm doing bear bits now. I'm doing bear killing. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm never gonna destroy this. Can I destroy the bunker from the outside? That's the question. I don't know. I've got a big to-do list of things I need to do, but after next week, when I've got one more week of work, and then I can prioritize these edits, catch up, and start pumping out creative things. If you guys want to do me a huge favor, one thing that really depresses me is that my re-upload of Shundun 1, Shundun, Handun, Handun, Shundun, it's nowhere near the success the original got, which I totally get, but in order, I don't know, this channel is a dead channel essentially because I can't monetize it, and I wanna do this for a living in a lot of ways, to some extent. So if you could find Shundun and Shundun 2 and watch it on the second channel, that would be hugely appreciated. I really mean it. Oh, for fuck's sake, I keep dying. Or I might just bloody quit, I don't know. How about Star Wars Uncut? I've seen snippets of that.
Just hold your position. Spread out.
Star Wars Uncut, if I'm not mistaken, is A New Hope, but with deleted scenes and film reels added to the final footage film, which far extends the scenes. I need to watch that too. I need to see that though. I've seen snippets of like A New Hope with the extended like opening sequences and stuff, and I suppose it'd be like Luke Skywalker looking up at the battle and things like that. Of course, we've lost a command post because I'm shit at this game. Where are the speeders? There they are. Let's do it. I need to destroy the shield bunker. I need to get there without crushing. I need to get there without killing my own team or Wicket the Ewok. Some friends of mine like Crimson Mole. He's done a 4+ hour extended cut of Revenge of the Sith where he's intercut it. He's interspliced it with fucking hell, I'm gonna die again. Oh, fuck's sake, I can't get to this bunker. He's gonna, he's interspliced it with, like, Clone Wars and Bad Batch. And, yeah, so they exist. And again, I don't need to do them because they are completed. They are finito. But there you go. You know what? I can't even be bothered finishing this battle. I am so tired, guys. I'm gonna get going. Hopefully, touch wood. Next Friday should be the same. Yeah, it should be normal scheduling next Friday. But hope to see you there. Appreciate it, and yeah, have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Take care.